Welcome, everybody. Today's topic is strategies for relapse prevention. You'll recall from the Smart Recovery Handbook that a lapse is a short slip into old behaviors. Relapse is a prolonged return to your old ways of life. A drunken night versus a month-long return to using alcohol, for example. If you consider yourself recovered, watch out for complacency. Remember where you have been and what you have achieved forever. You will need to think carefully and honestly about how vulnerable you may still be, and be appropriately vigilant about your sobriety. A period of abstinence also may lead you to think you have regained control and can now re-engage in moderate use. Beware of this thinking. It's an excuse to use. Doing an ABC on I've regained control thinking may help you maintain your motivation and prevent lapse or relapse. The body systems have memory. So even if you're abstaining for a long time, then lapse or relapse, you may engage in your addictive behavior with more intensity. This is called the abstinence violation effect. SMART considers lapse and relapse a temporary setback in recovery. If you have a lapse or relapse, you can learn from it. Use it to develop more strategies to avoid another one. Dangerous situations. A lapse or relapse can happen without having an urge. There are 6 dangerous situations that may set you up for this. Recognize them so you can prepare. You may prepare for them by going over your core values, your goals, and developing a plan for these situations. The dangerous situations are association, exposure to something that was a trigger in the past, or being in a situation which you used in the past. Boredom. The discomfort of boredom may bring up old thinking patterns. Emotions. Strong emotions may encapsulate you into old coping methods. Fantasizing. Romancing the fun parts of your addictive behavior. Frustration. Like other strong emotions, frustration may hurl you backwards into old ways of coping. Opportunity, a time when there is seemingly no downside to acting out, and no one will know but you. Opportunity is a powerful incitement. Remember, the best way to handle lapse or relapse is to prevent it. Active intervention measures can be very successful. If the thought that you want to engage in old behaviors hits you but you're not an overwhelming urge, you can simply ask yourself if acting on your thoughts is a good long-term choice. Any of the techniques, methods in point number 2, coping with urges, will help you think about such cravings more realistically. Just use the techniques that have worked for you before. Although lapse and relapse is common, they don't have to be common for you. Here are some other tips to help you avoid falling back into unhealthy behaviors. Number 1, get medical and psychological help for emotional and mental illness. Live with awareness of the PIG, problem with immediate gratification, on page 6 from the Smart Recovery Handbook, and the consequences for lapse and relapse. Carry, review, and update your CBA, means cost-benefit analysis, or list the reasons for sticking to your change plan worksheet. Stimulus control, avoid escape, or change the activating event, cues, or triggers for using. You can avoid, escape, or change. An ABC of rational emotive behavior therapy. Continue to work on changing irrational beliefs that may bring on relapse. Number 5, reward yourself for continued abstinence and complacency with treatment. Substitute activities. for your old behaviors. Develop a balanced life with occasionally healthy indulgences that can substitute for unhealthy behaviors. Discover creating other interests, means VACI, vital absorbing creative interests. Number 8, irrelevant decisions. Be mindful of seemingly irrelevant decisions you may make to put yourself in high-risk situations. Recovery requires living with great awareness. Number 9, abstinence violation effect. Don't use a lapse as an excuse to relapse. Number 10, lapse and relapse can be an opportunity for growth. They don't prove you're a failure or that you're locked into a destructive behavior forever. Regard them as a normal but undesirable possibility. Take it sincerely, figure out why it happened, and find new strategies to avoid repeating the error. Summary. By learning to manage your thoughts, and you feel better. When you feel better, you behave in a way that reflects your feelings, developing more rational thinking through practice and use of the tools and strategies in the Smart Recovery Handbook that will help you temper or change the strong emotions that in the past led you to act out. In the past, thinking irrationally, experiencing excessive emotions, and acting in a way that reflects those feelings were automatic. So thinking, feeling, and behaving in new or more rational ways can become automatic too. Look forward to the next video, Vital Absorbing Creative Interests, VACIs. Everybody have a great day. Bye-bye for now.